What's happening? Welcome, appreciate the person that play, but I am Willie Williams. Glad y'all could join me. Society have a problem with the word pimping. Pimping. But boy, I got to show y'all some fly shit I ain't never seen in all my 43 years on Earth. You done read the headlines. Goddamn it, a Italian artist sells an invisible sculpture, man, for 18, a whole 18 grand stacks. That's what that is, boy. I got to put this up on the screen so y'all can watch the little new article. Listen, watch it.
When it comes to art, we know there aren't really any rules. Technically, anything can be considered art, but this latest piece of artwork has people scratching their heads.
Someone just paid $18,000 for an invisible sculpture. It was created by an Italian artist, and yep, the sculpture does not actually exist. But the artist was adamant that while the sculpture doesn't physically exist, that doesn't mean that it is nothing. Instead, he prefers to think of it as a vacuum. The buyer will reportedly receive a certificate of authentication, and that will be signed and stamped by this artist. So,
Okay, very
it's his
bizarre.
vision. Yeah, I bet he came up with that vision in like 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Sold.
Right, and it makes me wonder if we need to be getting into this.
I think you have to
kind
have
of
a pretty
business here.
swanky name and reputation first in the art world. But
18,000.
yeah, think of it as a
It's
vacuum.
beautiful, though.
It is gorgeous.
Yeah.
It is anything we want it to be.
With MailChimp's marketing smarts,
God,
you can open
Kevin. Damn commercial. Look here. Ooh.
When it comes to
When I tell you,
art, we know there aren't really any rules. Technically, any.
when I tell you, I would just want to see the buyer. I want to see what the buyer look like, cause well, we don't have like no picture of the buyer, but when you can sell a bitch, yeah. When you can sell a bitch nothing, you can sell a bitch anything. When you can sell a bitch nothing, you can sell a bitch something. Did y'all see how beautiful that sculpture was? What is the, look at it. You don't see it? Beautiful. Makes you think. Been 18. And he still got to pay taxes on that now. Boy, you still got to pay taxes on nothing. Because you're going to ship out a certificate of completion. Oh, what? No, that's school and people just graduate. So, a certificate of purchase, a proof of purchase, a certificate, in case y'all have not bought like nice sculptures and or paintings or nothing like that, or you don't go like to the art galleries, you get a certificate of what you had done bought.
That doesn't mean that it is nothing.
That don't mean that it ain't nothing. I know. You looking. Look at it.
Exist, that doesn't mean
Wait,
that
hold
it
on.
is nothing. He was adamant that while the sculpture doesn't physically exist, that doesn't mean that it is nothing.
Shit don't physically exist, but that don't mean that it don't exist. Mm-hmm.
Instead, he prefers to think of it as a vacuum. The buyer
As a vacuum. A vacuum that you can't clean your house with, but a vacuum.
will reportedly receive a certificate of authentication.
Yeah, a certificate of authentication is what you typically get at art galleries and things of that nature, because you was the one who had done purchased it. This beautiful sculpture that you see on your screen.
And that will be signed and stamped.
You probably thinking that this piece right here is what it is. No. If you never been, or if you ever, well, a lot of y'all ain't never been no goddamn art gallery, but going into the art galleries, this like certain part, like when you walk through, they have those like look like little benches you can sit down, but typically you don't sit down because either the sculpture will be on it or a picture will be up on the wall, and because of the lighting hits the picture and the sculpture and it do all that right there. This is a setup that be inside of the art galleries, in case you never been there.
By this artist. So
Okay, very
it's his
bizarre.
vision. Yeah. I bet he came up with that vision in like 10 seconds.
But people got a problem with the word pimping because they say that you making somebody do something that they don't want to do, that they selling a product that they don't want to sell, but they is selling the product that they want to sell. That's why they out there selling the product that they have. Willie, how did you tie that in? Well, let me show you how. When you can sell something for $18,000 that don't exist, but it do. $18,000. Listen. You know how many people don't make $18,000 a year and you just sold a bitch nothing? They say a lot of men is wrong because they sold women a dream. It's at least you saw the vision. You sold something for 18 stacks. That was nothing.
Yeah.
Sold.
Right, and it makes me wonder if we need to be getting
Right.
into this.
I think you have to
kind
have
of
a pretty
business here.
swanky name and reputation first.
Well, hell, I got a swanky name. Shit. Willie William right here. Shout. You know what I'm saying? But I think I'm in the wrong game. I think I'm in the wrong game because I got a lot of nothing that I need to sell too. Hell, I'm trying to sell some meat and shit, which is a product and it's real. But I need to come up with something, or I need to come up with nothing to sell y'all. I gotta think this shit through. You know what I'm saying? I've been really slipping because a lot of times we don't know what products will sell. And that's what holds us back from starting businesses and doing things like that, because we have like the scare thing. Ooh, I don't want to put my time and money into something to start a business because I don't want to fail. Well, let me explain something to you. If you don't start the business, you've automatically failed because you never tried. But this should be easy for a lot of us to set this business up because you don't need inventory. You don't need no more fucking inventory. I can sell you nothing and put a high price on. And but it's high price for broke people. Let's just be honest. 18,000 is probably shit. 18,000 like at an art gallery or like a high end art gallery, that's like pennies. 18,000 is really nothing. I wonder how they're gonna ship it. Is it gonna be through Amazon, FedEx, UPS, Post Office, or something like that right there? Do we need like trailer to bring it on in or something like that? I'm not even much sure, but because when you buying pieces and stuff, automatically you've already looked around your house or something and you see where you're gonna put things at, and you may have to move other furniture to go it on in position that way you want it. I don't know, like, are they like gonna hang the invisible sculpture? Are they gonna like set it down like by the front doors or something, put it like in the loft area or something? It's thought that go into it, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Italian artist. It's real pimping.
In the art world, but
18,000.
yeah, I think of it as a
It's
value.
beautiful though.
It is gorgeous.
Yeah.
It is. It is to know that you just got wrote a $18,000 check for your vision. That's what's up. This is a real story, y'all. I ain't make it up. This shit in the news. For real, for real. Shout out to our Italian brother out here for understanding the game. You can build up a name and pretty much sell anything while selling nothing all at the same goddamn time. God damn it, I'm slipping out here, man. I'm working too hard. I'm gonna sell y'all nothing in a few goddamn days. I gotta come up with something. I appreciate y'all for rocking. I'm so jealous. I can't wait. Is a player supposed to be jealous right here? I mean, I don't want to hate. I don't want to sound like a hater. I'm jealous of the motherfucker. The concept, the vision he had. I be having visions and shit. I just ain't never think about selling them. We failing. Appreciate y'all for rocking. I'm out.